Hi guys, welcome to Mummy Cooks Homemade. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you're new. Today I've got the bread machine out and we're going to be doing cinnamon rolls, get the word out. You can do this with a stand mixer and the dough hook, or you can knead it by hand if you like to knead by hand. I personally don't, and this will also do the proofing for me as well for the first round. So what you're going to need for your cinnamon rolls is 240 ml of warm milk, not to go above 110 degrees, 1 large egg, 68 grams of raisins, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of margarine or butter, 476 grams of bread flour, 3 tablespoons of caster sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. And this is the one I use. I've never ever had any problems with this one. It's been brilliant. So we'll get started. I've already got my flour in, and this is literally a dumping recipe. So you could get everything like I have set out into your bowls, dump it in, set it to go. It's so easy. So I've got my raisins, I'll pop them in. Sugar, pop that in. Butter, I have softened mine a little bit. Should have remembered to leave it out, but I didn't, so never mind. It will work the same. Then your egg. Just give it a quick mix. And your egg goes in. Right, cinnamon. So you want a tablespoon of cinnamon. I have so much cinnamon in my cooking, I have to buy the giant tubs. It's ridiculous. Anyway, a tablespoon of cinnamon. So you need a half teaspoon of salt. Tell you, I hate pouring salt out one of these shakers, it ends up going everywhere. There. So there's my salt. And my yeast, it's 2 teaspoons. I'm going to take this out because it's open at the back of the bag. This is a half teaspoon measure. So I want 4, 2, 3, need just a touch more. See, this is such an easy recipe, guys. My kids love these. There's the rest of it. Then what you've got left is your milk. I heated mine before I started, so mine's about right now. So you're going to pour this in. It does not say in the recipe, so you don't have to do it. I do like to just pour in a little bit of honey into my milk. Not much, it wouldn't be more than a couple of tablespoons. I just love honey, so, but that is not in the recipe, so by all means leave it out. Just telling you what I like to add into it. If that was too warm, it would kill the yeast that's in there, and I think the honey helps the yeast as well. So I'll just double check everything is in. So we've got the milk, egg, raisins, cinnamon, butter, got the flour at the bottom, got the sugar, salt and yeast. That is it. Simple as that. What you're going to do is on your menu you're going to go to where it says dough. Mine is number 8. And it's an hour and a half because it does all the kneading and the first proofing. That's it. So these obviously have a filling. So what I will do now, while this is going, is I'll get the filling ready. So you would need 60 grams of butter, and it has to be melted, but don't melt it until you're ready with this dough. And we'll come back to the dough once it comes out of here. So you could get that ready, 60 grams. You would need 60 grams of light brown sugar, a tablespoon again of cinnamon, and 50 grams of raisins. Or you could chuck some nuts in if you wanted to as well. Whatever you like really, I suppose, and fill in. So yeah, I will get them ready so that they're ready to go. So I will come back, and if you're doing the same at the same time as me, I'll see you in an hour and a half. Okay? I'd just like to say, if you're not using a bread machine and you're kneading by hand, it needs to be kneaded for 10 minutes. The same for the dough hook on a stand mixer. And then pop it into a bowl and put it on, put some cling wrap over the top of it, or a tea towel, whatever, and leave it to rise for up to an hour. And then we'll go to the next step. Okay. Right guys, so the dough in the bread machine is done. It's nearly risen up to the top there. I find it handy to have one of these for this next part. Obviously, rolling pin and a brush for your butter. I've got my brown sugar. Let's just flick the light on. That's better. Raisins pre-weighed out, and then I'm going to add this cinnamon into the sugar. And mix it in. That'll make it even then when I'm spreading it out over the dough. Check out missed any, and I have right there. So my butter's already melted. I've got a tin prepared. I crushed up the paper because it's easier then to get into this tin. You want to make sure that every single side is covered, because this is a dough and it does contain a lot of brown sugar. So if it sticks to your pan, yeah, good luck cleaning that. So put some flour down. See if this will plop out. Come on. When you're ready, I can feel you moving. There we go. Right, should be nice and squidgy. So you're looking to make a rectangle out of this as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, too far, sorry. I could feel it was starting to stick there. So when that happens, flour down, flip it over, keep going. It will keep trying to come back on itself. Most doughs do. Be patient, it will go. And that'll do for me. Right, next up, give it a good bath in butter. If you don't do this part, the sugar and the raisins are not going to stick where you put them. So, let's mix. I'm just going to put my hand in and sprinkle it that way. That's the easiest way I found to do it. Looks like a lot of sugar, and it is, but remember you're going to cut this into a few rolls, so it's not like you're eating it all. Around the edge. That's it. That's it. The raisins. And just push them in. It's inevitable some are going to move when you roll it, but majority will stay. So, can you see it? Yeah. From there, take it over. I always pull it towards me as I roll it, just to make sure it gets started, and then it should start to roll absolutely fine. Just keep rolling it up. Honestly, you can't roll it, there's no wrong way to roll it. Squeeze the two of them bits together, because they'll go on the bottom of the pan anyway, so it don't really matter. And this seam at the bottom, just pull it up. says. There's your roll. God, I'm going to have flour everywhere. So I'll go straight to the middle. That's why I love these. And there you have, look. And then I'm going to go to the middle of that. I do make mine quite big, so the chances are you can get possibly another 2 or 3 from that. I do like them quite big. Right. Get them in. I'll put my crease to the corner, this bit at the bottom, sealed bit, put that to the corner, push in there. End bits there. Don't look so bad now, them end bits. I'm absolutely covered in flour, I know I will be. And then we'll put one there. And just show you. There we go. That there. I wouldn't get rid of your melted butter yet, guys. So what you're going to do now is cover them again with a tea towel. I say again for them that didn't use a bread machine. So cover with a tea towel. Move to the warmest part of your kitchen and leave for the, I would say, between 30 and 45 minutes until they've doubled in size, in which case my pan will be full and they'll get bigger and fluffier in the oven still. So I'll show you what they look like on the second rise and what we do just before I pop them into the oven. So I'll see you then. Right guys, at the 30-minute mark, oh they're soft. So I'm just going to dab some butter on and preheat my oven now. And then at the 45-minute mark, letting them rise, because mine have got not got that much more room left to grow anyway. Once I'm at that 45-minute mark, I'm going to put them in the oven, gas mark 4, for between 35 and 50 minutes. So that means at 35 minutes, start checking them. Oh, flicking butter everywhere. Lovely jubbly. When you get a time that says from this to this, always start checking at the first time. So I'm going to cover these up for another 15 minutes, then I'm going to put them in the oven, gas mark 4, for 35 to 50 minutes. And then once I've cooked them, I'll show you. Okay. Hey guys, so mine were cooked at 40 minutes. Just took them out, they're absolutely boiling hot. And you have to be careful because sugar, hot boiling sugar, you get that on your skin, you're not going to be a happy camper. So let them cool for a bit in the tin and then pop them onto a cooling rack and you can pull the paper down. Once they've cooled down to room temperature, you can put your icing on. Okay, so that's that really. It's easy. As I showed you, there's not a lot to it. So that's my cinnamon rolls. Hope you make them. Let me know how you get on. And I'll insert a picture of when I've separated and iced them. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Click the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new, if you like this content. Share it. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.